Hello, hello, anybody who happens to join. I am out here at Watts Bar, and I'm trying to see if the fish are still hitting in this general area. I think that bite, I thought it was about to dry up, but I'm understood from from talking to a few other people, they're saying it's actually starting to kind of come back alive again. Which you just have to wonder how long is how long is a fish going to stay in the exact same spot. So hello, hello, if you're just joining me. I'm over here. Ugh, wow, just had a hit. I guess I should fish and talk less. Well, I just had a good hit. But you are with me live out on Watts Bar Lake. And I'm just going to kind of fish. I'm going to keep you all kind of looking at what I'm looking at. And I'll check in every once in a while, see how everybody's doing. There's another one on there already. What I'm finding here is there's just an absolute ton of small fish, and I can't seem to find bigger fish right now. There's like they're beating us all to pieces. Here's one. Oh boy, this is not small. Sorry, I was wrong. Get out of the trolling motor. Okay, I was totally wrong. There's something big on here. Oh, he just came up on the other side of the boat. That's how far off the other side of the boat he is. I guess I should be kind of quiet. He jumped on the other side of the boat, and now he's on my side of the boat. So I'm getting ready to get a good look at see what it actually is. I'm really hoping it's a big old bass, because I've been struggling to catch bass here lately. It is a giant bass. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see the size of this bass. Holy guacamole. Okay, that's not bad for the first bass of the day. I caught this dude on a drop shot. Look at this. There's a beautiful fish right out of the gate. Hello, fans of Paul's Outdoor Academy. Look at that. It's just so pretty. Ah, gosh, I just love it. Thank you. Come back and see me here. Oh, man, that was amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Hello there. Okay, that's fascinating. I was just convinced that was going to be a stripe. And so guess what I did not do? I did not mark where I was at, which I should have. I don't think it's very often that a single group of bass that size just kind of hang out together. There's usually going to be several of them. And boy, do I wish I had marked this. Woo. Yeah, that was I already had a couple of hits on that, and then I was too busy trying to set my phone up, and I let all the hits get off. But that dude right there was a good 3, maybe slightly more. Anytime you catch a big fish like that, there's a couple of things you need to do. Pay attention to where you caught it. Think about what you caught it on, because that obviously worked. And you should try to stay where you were, because like I said, seldomly ever are you going to just catch one big bass sitting by itself. I think they're usually in a group. I'm getting hits while I'm talking to you all. By the way, would somebody let me know if you all can hear me okay? Because, oh, there's a hit right there. Again, messing with my phone. Hi there, everybody. Bassissy. Yeah, Bassissy. Yeah. Hey, Fluke Daddy. Bam. OMZ fan. Hi there. OMZ. Hi, Sherry Johnson. Thank you. Where is this place? Thank you, Sherry. I am on Watts Bar. I had pretty much given up on this place because I thought this bite was finally just going to dry up. And my brother, who's also on here. His name's Fluke Daddy. Um, can I give you advanced placement German 1A teacher a shout out? His name is Stefan Schmidt Gunther. Well, I sure can, Stefan Schmidt Gunther. Hey man, thank you for joining my channel and watching my videos. I appreciate that. I tell you what, that was a great way to start the evening, but it'll kind of spoil your rotten catching one that big, just right out of the gate. That was interesting because I wasn't really paying attention to what I did. And I sure didn't pay attention to the area where I caught that dude. But here's just a couple things. Stefan loves you. Thanks, Stefan. So here's what I'm using. I'm using about a 1/4 ounce lead weight and a drop shot, and I just now realized that bass chewed the tail off this, or bluegill did. I'm gonna have to step out of the image for just a minute. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them. AP German 1A teacher, shout out. That's pretty cool. Stefan Schmidt Gunther. Stefan Schmidt Gunther. Hello. Yeah, so stick with me for just a minute. Let me get a new bait on here. I'm going to try a couple different baits because there are an absolute ton of stripe in here right now. And whoa, about knocked my phone out of the boat. That would have just been horrifically dumb, wouldn't it? Truth between you and I lost one over the weekend. So let's not do that again. So I'm fishing where I know there are a ton of do not do that. Oh, uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I'm in trouble, boys and girls. It looks like I might have been found by my spouse, and she might have seen me almost knock my phone into the water. But the good news is, there is no good news. Yes, Jada, I do like fishing. I will not knock this one in the water. This one's on a stand. But I'm using a drop shot. I started to say this a minute ago. I get so excited I quit filming. But I'm using a drop shot on a 1/4 ounce weight. And what I'm trying to do, if I'm being totally honest, the wind has really blown me off course here. As opposed to you all just looking at the back of my head. I've got a microphone hooked up so that I can talk to you without looking directly at the camera. And what I did is I rolled up in here and I cast while I was getting my phone set up. And then I just kind of sat down. I see right now there's somebody's going to cut me off the bank. But not a lot you can do about that. I mean, the whole lake's public. Anybody can fish anywhere. But while I was setting up my camera, something gigantic just absolutely nailed it. I caught a 10-pound bass. Did you really? Oh my goodness. I see somebody had to be timed out. Thank you, Fluke Daddy. I'd appreciate it if you all would keep it clean. I try to make my channel to where anyone can watch it. I do not list the videos as safe for children because if I do, you all can't comment. But I do this will be a recording that somebody else may watch. And so I'd appreciate it if y'all would try to keep it on the G level. But yeah, drop shot. I'm on Lad Landing over here. Jada Powell and a massive catfish. Very cool. Beautiful fishing spot it is. I want you to look at this. Let me see if I can do this without Dadgummit. Please let me know if you can hear me now. I fat fingered the sound. Lost sound when you moved your phone. That's because I touched this little thing called a microphone on there and I muted it. Now the thing about you all looking directly into the sun is it makes it very hard for you all to see. But I'm hoping now we can hear. Thank you, appreciate that. Hello, Remington. Yeah, so what I'm doing, I was trying to explain. I get so excited when I fish, I quit fishing and I talk, and then I quit talking and I fish, which is kind of funny. But I rolled up in here about my first or second cast, and something was beating the daylights out of my bait. And I started trying to set up my phone because I thought, well, that's just a tiny stripe, because there's so many stripe in here right now. It's crazy. But I set the hook and it was about a 3-pound largemouth. So it's hard to beat that for your first cast. Now these fish in here are very, very tuned in right now to bait fish. Uh-oh. What'd you do there, dum-dum? Oh no. I'm out here in the wide open lake, and I found the only log that's probably in the lake. But somebody asked me what I'm using. I'm using a drop shot. I'm using a 1/4 ounce lead weight, about a 14-inch leader, and it's probably not quite a 1/0, but it's one of these little Gamakatsu octopus hooks, something like that. And I'm using Morning Dawn, but I'm probably going to switch. The only reason that I'm using Morning Dawn is because I'm trying to appeal more to largemouth. Let me turn you all where I can kind of see you. I'm trying to appeal more to the largemouth because that's really what I love to catch. Oh, there was something right there. There he is. Did I get him? No. Paul. Oh, man. Maybe I did. Oh, my goodness. What is this little thing? Yeah, I want you to look. Little bitty baby stripe. You can see the worm he ate is almost as long as he is. So I'm really trying to not catch stripe. I love to catch them. They're fun to catch. But I really, really like tuning into the largemouth and seeing when I can catch them. We've done a lot of fishing lately, and I've had a little bit of a hard time catching bass on other parts of this lake. I even went to Chickamauga and had a hard time catching fish. I don't know. My brother, who is Fluke Daddy on here right now watching, told me that that's the turnover doing that, and not super familiar with that, but it probably is exactly what's going on. And so, oh, I see fish busting like crazy up here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to move really quick because I just see a whole big school of fish up here tearing the bank all to pieces. Should I go up here? Y'all shake your head, yeah. Say, Paul, why are you not up there already? Well, I'm going to try to sneak up here real quiet. But I can see fish in 3 locations right now feeding topwater. And I don't know how many of those are going to end up being bass versus stripe, but let's see if I can get them on this. I have not. I'm probably getting ready to try some topwater. The reason I haven't is because I rolled up in here out in about 18 feet of water and just right out of the gate caught about a 3-pound largemouth. And so I haven't really switched yet to topwater, but I'm going to here in just a second. Right now I'm still going to stick with this Morning Dawn for just a minute because these minnows are eventually going to dry up. And when they do, I'm hoping that these fish will start hitting plastics really good again. But I'll be trying topwater in just a minute. There's obviously a lot of fish right now feeding topwater in here. I'm going to try to get you all to where you can watch some of this. It's getting dark already at 6:42. Maybe you all can see that, maybe you can't. But there's some topwater activity out here in front of the boat. Let me go ahead and try something that looks like bait fish. I don't see any big fish in here, but that doesn't mean anything. Let's see. All right, let's go with this. Let's try a 3-inch Keitech. Make sure I got the hook set decent. I thought I lost one a minute ago. Lethargic season is around the corner, and it's going to be a tough winter. Yeah, I agree with you there. All dreading winter, absolutely. Buzz bait it, brother. Ah, there was a hit. I probably do need to try. There's one. Oh, dang it. Man, Paul, get all your camera equipment out of the way. What are you doing? Oh man, I had just one just blow the tail off my lure. Here's what's left of my Keitech that I just put on there a minute ago. So bear with me if you will, please. Let me get another bait out of here real quick because they were on that one. And yeah, I will go top water here in just a minute. But let's see. They seem to like that awfully well. What else we got? What else can we feed these little things? We got all kinds of baits in here, folks. Never a good sign when I can't find the same bait that I just caught a fish on, is it? Let's see, I found my box of Keitechs. There is a smaller Keitech than the one I was using. Let's try this. I really prefer white, but let's try this pearl. Sorry, I know you all can't see me. But I will be right back. Today's bait of the night is a rolling, strolling jig head. And I've tried several different things. And I will be trying top water here shortly. But I mean, I'm getting plenty of bites on these Keitechs. The wind has blown me right up into where the fish are, so you know that's always helpful. Let's see. So there was a huge amount of topwater activity a minute ago. And I know enough to know those bass are still right here. They're just not feeding right at this second. But I think if I hang out here a minute, they'll come back. And what I've actually been trying to do is catch these bass when they are, if you crap in the lake, fish go crazy, weird but true. You know, I mean, why not? It seems fun. A few blow-ups, they seem to be smaller. In the same spot. Who is this? Fluke Daddy. Yeah, absolutely, Fluke Daddy. Jacob, buzz bait it, brother. You got it, man. Why not? That's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm probably getting ready to have to talk, and I don't really want to be. There's one. Get it. Get it, son. Get it. I had one hit it just a split second, let it go. I love that top water bite for sure. But it seems to, there's one. Now this is a decent one. He's not huge. It feels decent. He's jumping. That's good. Let's see what we got. It's hard for them to resist a Keitech when you present it slow, because it honestly looks, I mean, it pretty much looks like what they're feeding on. That's not a huge bass, but it's a fun bass. And they are jumping around right now. And so I'm just kind of waiting to see. But what I have found right here where I'm at specifically, whether I'm using top water much or bottom water or whatever it is it just seems like this right here is overloaded with small bass. Just little bitty dudes, which I'm not opposed to catching, but you know, every once in a while it's nice to kind of catch a bigger one. There's another one right there. Now on that one I was just letting the lure sink and he hit it while it was sinking. This one's a little bit bigger than that last one, but not as big as my 3-pounder. Hey, I appreciate all you tuning in. I can't really see if there's many people in here or not because the sun's kind of blocking out the view. Oh, this is actually a stripe. Come here, boy. Come here, son. Ouch. God, these stripe are so feisty. You know, I'm gonna hit you in the head with a pair of pliers here in a minute. I'm kidding. I know y'all are like, don't you dare. Ah, there we go. It's probably a baby rockfish based off how it's shaped, if I were a guessing person. Oh man. Oh, making videos on here and trying to use the camera and the microphone and all that makes it to where something's always in the way. Let's see, there's a little bitty one right there. But you never know when there's a big one laying right there underneath it. They seem to be focused on smaller baits. Yeah, I agree. Everybody wants to catch mama. Yeah, I don't mind catching grandpops and daddy and everything else at all. But what I'm finding, boy, that fish tore that thing all to pieces. That's one of the reasons I'm trying to avoid the stripe and trying to focus on bass, is because these stripes just, you'll go through a bag of Kitex in about 3 fish. It seems like, not 3, but 5 or 6 or something. But they're hitting this as it's sinking. And what I'm trying to do is get a little bit better about being able to determine, yeah, this one's falling off. I'm gonna upsize a little bit. 1 second. Y'all still awake? Everybody wants to catch mama. I agree. Look what that stripe did to me. I put that stripe in timeout. Told him he needed to stop jabbing me in the hand. I'm upsizing to a bigger Kitech to see. Like I said, I'm trying to, this one's a 3.3 if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's a 3.3 on a rolling, scrolling jig head. And what I'm trying to do is weed out some of these really small stripe and see if I can't kind of get some of the bass to hit. Whereabouts are you located? I'm fishing on, I live in Harriman, Tennessee, but I'm fishing on Watts Bar in Kingston, Tennessee. So I'm going to show you why using something that looks like minnows is the right thing to do. I'm assuming you all can see that that's all bait fish under the boat. That's even more bait fish with small stripe in there. And there's some individual fish. Here's some individual fish. So I hope y'all could see that. Now I've left this sitting in there for a minute, and sometimes catfish will smell that Kitech if it's laying on the bottom. Bloomington, Indiana, cool. Lake Monroe. I don't know anything about Lake Monroe, but I bet it's a beautiful lake up there. Do you deer hunt up there? Man, I bet, oh shoot, just lost one. Hit it again, buddy boy. There it is, I got him that time. It took me 3 tries, but I got him. And this one's bigger than the last 2 that I caught, but he's still not big by any stretch of the imagination. And once again, there's my one bass, and he ruined my Kitech. See, you just don't get many fish out of these Kitechs. Doggone it. That's all right. I'm gonna go back to, that's working. That's working really well. I guess I should just shut up and keep catching them on Kitechs, huh? Let me switch again. I am rigging up another Kitech. This is the probably the last one I have in 3.3. Somebody behind me fishing about 30 feet from my boat, and that's okay. There are fish all over this general area right now. The trick is trying to, there's one. Gosh, I hope he didn't get the tail. Oh, he got it that second time. Let's see. Bass? I believe it's a bass. It looks like he has other bass with him too. See if I can tell. I only see one. Oh, dang, that's not a terrible fish. And he just lost my contact. Oh man, I'm catching them, but dadgum, it's getting expensive. Come here. That's actually my second largest today, actually. Give me just a second. I'll see if I can't get this hook. It's a little further down, but it's not bad. Let that go, mouth. There you go. Shucks. Okay. Oh, I thought that was my bait. It wasn't my bait. It was a minnow that came out of his mouth, and he took off running. So you gotta love it. That's the second biggest one today. We'll see if we can get another one. Yeah, I bet there is some serious deer hunting. Deer with my truck the other night. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Just largemouth hunt. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I used to deer hunting, and now I pretty much don't. I'm gonna switch methods here in a minute, go back to that drop shot, because so far that produced the biggest bass of the day. Boy, I see them in here. There are fish all over the place. The question becomes, you know, I see probably 1,000 small stripe right there. And though that is definitely fun, I'd like to catch, you know, 4 or 5 pound largemouth. And so what I'm going to do is let the sink out here where I see some bigger fish and don't see as many small ones, and see if I can catch maybe a straggler out here that's not up in here eating small. You know, I think a small one's already following it. You don't see this, let it go. Oh yeah. Boy, you have to reel this so slow to keep this on the bottom. It is insane how slow I have to reel this. Okay, what I'm wanting to do, we're running out of daylight. I'm wanting to find, I'm using a live scope, and I'm trying to see if I can find some bigger, bigger signatures of fish, if you will, on this live scope, in hopes that I can catch another decent one. We've been fishing in this general area for a while now. We have caught some nice fish out of here. The biggest one was probably, there's one jumping by the bank. The biggest one, I think, is 5 pound 4 ounces that has come out of here. And it was a tank. I'm still looking for bigger signatures to go after Fluke Daddy, another nice bass. Yeah, thank you. I used deer with my truck. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jacob, for what it's worth, my daughter hit a deer. Excuse me, she hit 2 cows in her car. Yes, the same time. She didn't wreck, but it totaled her car. And so I had to basically rebuild it, buying a whole bunch of parts off the internet. But it worked out really, really good. It worked out in her favor and my favor. it was old enough that the insurance company said, no, it's done for, it's totaled, but it didn't do any frame damage. It just bent all the front panels. So I was able to buy the stuff to paint it. I was able to buy a hood, a bumper, a fender, a mirror, paint it all, and still have $2,000 left from what the insurance company gave me for it. So I felt like that worked out pretty good. All right, big bass, where are you? I see plenty of fish in here. I don't want small fish. They're just going to tear the tail off my baits, all they're going to do. I'll sneak back out here a little bit. That looks like bass right there to me. Don't, okay, I got one right there. I hope he didn't just tear the tail off that. I don't know if you saw what I did, but I wasn't even reeling. I was just letting the boat pull the lure as I was moving. It's a stripe. I'll get him off here real quick. Don't you tear my bait up. Don't tear my bait up. Don't tear my bait up. Quit shaking. Quit. I think I'm going to have to put a 10-inch bait on here to get these things to quit. Golly bum, stop it. He's got a sore mouth, I bet. Oh shoot, I didn't even show y'all that. It's a little stripe. It was a little bitty stripe. Sorry to hear that. Glad it worked out. Yeah, she was totally fine, but it absolutely tore her car all to pieces. And the cows just walked off. Did not hurt them in the least. By the time I got there to make sure she was okay, the cows were up feeding on grass beside a fence. They didn't bleed, nothing. I hope this is some bigger ones I'm looking at out here further out, back off the bank. I had somebody pushing in on me. I wanted to let them have it. I see what I'm convinced is some bass hanging out here. Let's see if I can get one of them to hit this. Here comes a boat playing a bunch of music. Yeah, I see some bigger bass out here. They're in deeper water. They're 15 feet of water. That's where I caught that big one. Let's see if I can bring this through them really slow and bust one. Big fish trout. It was a stripe, that last one I caught. Oh shucks, now I got blood on my white shirt. You know why I'm in trouble. Let's see if I bring this through these really slow. If one of these bigger bass will pick it up. Trout, ouch. Yep, ouch is right. I'm curious if any of you all watching have a trick when you're fishing with 1,000 stripe everywhere around you and you're trying to appeal to the bass and not the stripe. What do you all do? These fish are so smart on this lake, it's ridiculous. These people are listening to Christopher Cross. Sailing away. Sailing, sailing away, where I've always wanted to be. And if the wind is right, you can sail away. We're not sailing away because we have a boat with a motor on it. Oh, there was a hit. He let it go. Come on, come back and get it. It's delicious. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, he's taking the tail off of it. I can tell now because how it feels. He's torn the bait down because now it's heavy coming through the water. Dadgummit. And that's what I'm talking about, is trying to keep that from happening when you're using these Kitex, because the stripe just love them. And there, like I said, he tore it down off the bait. This one I might be able to salvage for a little bit. Once I was 37 years old, Mama done told me. We're gonna try it one more time. Largemouth but stripe are getting mixed in. Yeah, I know an Austin Lucas, Paul Tightline. Good luck to you. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. I need all the luck I can get. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to find bass out here off the bank further. And so what I'm doing is I'm just cruising around with my live scope, just trying to see, like, is there any place that I see bigger signatures of fish. See plenty of fish, but that looks like a little bit bigger fish right there. Let me see if I drop this down to these guys, if any of them will be interested. Everyone hit it on the way in. Let it go, let it go. Get off there. About tore the tail down on it. I'm gonna bring this across the bottom super duper slow. If I can get it to the bottom without the stripe eating it. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you all so you can see the speed at which I'm reeling. It is so slow. Oh, shoot. Am I hung up on something? Okay, I was hung there for a second. Hopefully it doesn't have a big chunk of grass hanging out of it. So I'm going super slow. There was a tap on the tail. All right, how bad did you damage it this time? It's not terrible. He'd still hit it, I'm pretty sure. This guy behind me is following me around. Let this sink to the bottom. I'm going to do my slow retrieve again. It's starting to get dark at 7:06. Boy, oh boy. There's a tap. This fellow behind me's taking off. I see so many little bitty stripe. I'm gonna go ahead and reel this in to get it away from them. There's too many of them. I know there's got to be some place out here where the bass are just hanging out. I already had one hit on that as it was sinking. I felt one smack it. Okay, it's on the bottom. Slow reel. There's a little tap. There was a tap. There's another tap. So small. Come on. There's a tap. All smalls right there. They didn't tear the bait off, so I'm going to use it again. Folks, time is about to change. Yeah, thank you. Hey, how's your day going? Mine is going amazing because I'm out here on the lake. I'll just tell you that much right now. What is all this up here? 0, 0, 14 thumbs up, 20. I guess that means 20 people have watched my video. That's pretty cool. I'm getting bites right now. I'm not even trying to set the hook because I can tell it's just little tiny fish. Okay, so I'm gonna try, I'm gonna have to come through this one more time. You probably didn't hear that, but right beside the boat, there's one tearing up a little minnow. Oh, run, minnow, run. He's giving it everything he's got, trying to get away from this fish. I don't think it worked. Well, there he is. Oh, get away from that little minnow. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, you brute. Oh, boy. Ah, those are all little stripe. Let's see if we can pick one of them up. At least I can save one little minnow. It's a group right here, and they're mostly feeding topwater on little bitty minnows, but they're also little bitty fish. A lot of these fish just stop. Once it starts to get a little bit dark like this, they just stop feeding altogether. So then if you're going to catch any more, you got to figure out another way to catch them. I see a ton of little stripe right here. I mean an absolute ton. I'd say 60 or 100. That doesn't mean they'll eat, it just means they're there. A scroll just went under the boat. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. Those are fairly large stripe, actually. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I said I would do this earlier and I haven't done it yet. I'm going to switch back to a Berkley little power worm because it's getting dark now and these fish don't want to eat as well as they did when it was daylight. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take the Morning Dawn off here for a minute. I'll put this little deed on back on here. Okay. On a drop shot with about a 14-inch leader. Some of you may be asking yourself, why is he using a 14-inch leader? The answer is, I don't know. When I tied it up, that's how much got left on there. So that's just how much I have. Look, it's not too bad. Cool. So earlier when I did this, I was sitting here talking on the phone and a 3-pound largemouth had it in its mouth walking away with it, and I didn't know it. And then I caught him. This is a little bit more like the color they're actually feeding on right now. That's why I think you can still pick up a few when the top water bite dies down. I see some right there, but they're just not very big. I'll go over here and look for a little bit bigger fish. Are any of you guys over half a pound? I feel like the bass are starting to move out into a little bit deeper water, unless they are under 1 year old. Then they seem to be moving into shallow water. All right. I don't even know if y'all can still see me. It's awfully dark. There are so many fish in here. But there's so many little fish. There's a ton of little bitty ones right there. Let's see. I'll throw into them. You never know. Maybe they're Uncle Pedro's up in there with them and waiting for something to eat. I just realized I did have one more of those big Kitex. Just didn't know it. There's something on there already chewing on it. I can hear the stripe behind me. See that? He's not going to get off though. He's going to be so small. He's going to be a little old bitty. You see the abuse these little lures take? Man, calm yourself down there, boy. I know y'all are wondering how much he weighs. I'm going to say 18 pounds just because I'm funny like that. That dude wasn't even 8 inches long. All right, come on. I'm gonna go out here where I think there are some bigger fish, y'all. I see a bunch of stuff out here in about 15 feet of water, though it still just looks like little bitty fish. So I'm gonna try to, there's something on it already. He let it go. It's very surprising when anything latches onto one of these Berkley power baits and doesn't hang on to it, because it has that scent in it. Boy, there's a ton of fish right there. Must be smalls. Before I even went live, I did manage to catch one bass that was about 6 inches long. And I caught one little, I think it was a rockfish, but it was really small, just by what I saw. I'm throwing into a pile right now of a whole bunch of what looks like tiny fish, but we'll see. Any of you guys still hungry? I can only imagine how many minnows these things have already eaten today. It's got to be a bunch. And if this group won't touch it, then I'm going to ease on out here to a different group. Those don't seem to want to have anything to do with it. Let's go out here to deeper water. There's still some out here feeding top water. There's a school right there. Hard for me to tell. I'm gonna throw this in there. We'll see if it looks really small, but I'm not a good judge of the size of a fish on this sonar yet. What I can tell you is there's a bunch of whatever it is. I am barely moving it around. There's a little tap right there. I do still see a lot of fish up in the water column, not on the bottom. To look at this, you're just like, how could I not catch a fish when I see thousands of them in here? I think they just get full. They've been eating all day. I'm coming through a group of just absolutely a ton of fish. They're tapping it. There's a little tap. There's a tap. They just won't commit to it. Tap. There's another one. There's a bigger one. I got you, sucker. I got you, sucker. I'm gonna pull you in, boy. Let's see what we got this time. Oh yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, baby. One of these big old little baby drums. Oh, get out of that mouth. Drum. When I say drum, I mean that kind of drum. That kind of drum. Hi, can I get a shout out, please? Palm Tree, you sure can get a shout out. I appreciate you joining in for my video. And we're here fishing. Having a good old time out on Watts Bar. It's getting dark. As y'all can see, you're starting to not be able to see the top of my head. But we're still catching fish. If you're an angler, I mean, it's an angler's dream. You know, there are plenty of days you go and you can't catch diddly squat. But if you can't catch anything right here, you got to question what kind of equipment you're using and what kind of lures, because there's so many of them. There was a hit. I wonder if he got my bait. There's plenty of small ones. It's just hard to come by the big ones. See if that got my bait. It did not. Let's go out here and see if we can't find some fish. There's a pretty good school right there. Let's see. Ouch, the mosquitoes are getting bad, boys and girls. There we go. I just landed in another big group. We're gonna see if any of these are hungry. Drum roll, please. You too funny, Fluke Daddy. You all, if you have not subscribed to Fluke Daddy's channel, you have got to go subscribe. And check out not only the fishing videos, because he fishes a bunch, but check out his American Made series, because it is absolutely golden. I think that at any second, his entire series of Made in America videos are going to go viral. And you all can make that happen. Go check them out. Funny, funny, funny. A lot of these fish are suspended, which usually is not a good sign. If they're up at the top, good sign. On the bottom, oh. There you go. Nope. To get off. If that's a fish, oh my goodness, this is going to be small. What have I got? Oh my goodness. That's the smallest one of the day so far. Did you really eat that? And that's what I think a whole lot of these are, is just these little itty bitty stripe. What are you pretending to be dead right there? I know you ain't dead. See, I do see some bigger ones still out here. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, that's what happened. Oh no, well, shucks a mighty. I lost my bait. That's my fault. I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. But I see a group of about 4 or 5 bigger fish, and I'm determined to see if I can't catch one. That's the last one of those. These little Berkley power baits with the scent, the max scent, man, they are hard to beat. You can catch about anything on them, is what I like so much. Let's see, now this is a group, I see about a dozen fairly large fish in here. If the little bitty ones will leave it alone long enough for one of the big ones to find it, we'll see if the bigger ones will hit. These have got to be bigger fish by their signature on my radar. Come on, fish, I know you hungry. That's some big fish right there too. Trying to give myself the best possible chance of catching a big fish, which means stay away from little fish. Let's see. I see some. Yeah, kind of went to the left of them, but there's still a few fish in there. Let's see if we can't get one. I'd love to catch one of these bigger ones. There was a hit. Did you stay on it? Thanks for shout out. Oh, you're welcome. Palm Tree. I gave Palm Tree a shout out, and hopefully Palm Tree stayed on to enjoy the rest of the videos. Sure hope you did. Oh, you know what? My phone may be getting ready to die. I don't know. Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. We're catching us a few fish down here on Watts Bar. I'm trying to end the day by catching about a 4-pounder. And not having any luck yet. Let's see. This could be the one. This could be it. If I catch this one, I'll name it Stephanie, just for Stephanie who just joined. Oh, come on, fish, I know you hungry. Oh, that looks so good. That little white fake grub. Oh, man. I know if I was in the water, I would eat that thing. Guys, come on. There was a tap. There's a tap. There's a little bitty tap. Come on. Get the... There's a big one. Hang on to it. Little bitty. What is this? Okay. This is a little bit bigger. I don't know what it is. Let's see. It came up pretty fast. I'm gonna guess it's a stripe. Whoa! Hey, he's got some spunk in him. I'm in Tennessee. I am in Tennessee. What is this thing I've caught right here? It's getting dark enough. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm catching. Is that a stripe? I think this is a stripe. Let's see. It's so dark. You're stripe, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a big stripe. I actually did it. I told you I wanted to catch one last big fish before I had to go, and I did it. Introducing Stephanie. Stephanie would like to say hi. I do dub the stripe Stephanie for whoever joined the last. Hey, we got a nice one named Steffi. We sure do. There it is. All right, folks, I'm going to have to go, or I'm going to have to drive back with the trolling motor because it's going to be too dangerous to drive where I can actually see. I've had an absolute blast. Thank you all so much. Hey, if you're feeling frisky, go subscribe to my channel. I give free stuff away at milestones and sometimes just randomly. The last thing I gave away was, oh, hi, a little bizarre. Hi, Danielle. Oh, I mean, hi, a little bizarre. I love you too. This is my daughter, and I love her a ton. But I do give stuff away from time to time. And hey, it's a lot of fun. You never know what you might get. Last time I gave away a self-inflating flotation device. So you know, if you want to join, feel free to join. If a little bizarre is going to stay on here, I've got to actually try to catch one more fish, you know. You know what? I'm going to try one more. You know, why not? I have this one little bitty Keitech just laying here. It looks good to me. Will it look good to fish? I don't know. The problem is this Keitech, boy, it's going to be easy for me to lose this one. Let's just see. Okay, fish, y'all ready? Oh boy, where's the big ones? All right. So what I did was get it all tangled up. Let's see, where you guys at? Come on now. We're looking for the big one. If we catch another one, we're going to name this one A Little Bizarre. Got a nice one named Stephanie. We sure did. Let's see. Come on, you big guys. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum, get you some. As that guy says on the videos. Oh man, there's some big fish. I'm gonna pull this up here and get it away from small fish. A little bizarre, and I'm gonna try to catch one of the bigger fish. Only problem is the bait I'm using doesn't even look like a minnow the way I'm fishing with it, but it smells like a minnow. If it looks like a minnow, smells like a minnow, and swims like a minnow, it's probably not a minnow. Oh, come on guys, one of you seeing that going, wait a minute, what is that? Oh boy, come on. Come on, surely one of you sees that and you're going, that smell is fishy. Come on, guys. Boy, there's a couple of big ones sitting right there. I wish I could get one of them to hit this real quick, but I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go in really slow to be safe. Let's see if any of these will touch this real quick, and then I've got to get. This does not even really look like what they're eating. It does, but not the way I'm presenting it, so I don't know why they would eat it anyway. But you never know. But so far they're ignoring it. Okay, well, doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to put one in the boat for a little bizarre. And that's all right. You all, I've had an absolute blast. Very thankful for every one of you. And I changed my work schedule so that when time changes, I can still come out here and do a little bit of fishing. And so I am hoping to be able to continue to fish even after the time change. It's going to be really tough though. I won't be able to, let's see, what time is it? I mean, it's basically dark. I'm not sure what time it is. Let's see if my thing tells me here. It's 7:30 and it is dark. So when time changes, that's going to be 6:30. Boy, I'm not going to have much time, am I? All righty. Well, I give up on these losers. Just kidding. You guys are not losers. Hey, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you would. And if you want some seriously awesome custom items that are bespoke and made specifically the way you want them, go check out A Little Bizarre on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. She has an amazing shop. So if you go subscribe, I know she would really appreciate it. Fluke Daddy, I know Fluke Daddy, he would really appreciate it. Paul, Paul's Outdoor Academy, he'd really appreciate it if you'd join. So anyway, God bless y'all. I know you can't really see me because it's so dark, But God bless you all. I hope you all have an amazing evening, morning, day, night, wherever you are. And I will talk to you all soon. Y'all take care.